Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Happy weekend, everyone. It's the NBA on Saturday night, presented to you live on 2K Sports. Joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler. This is Brian Anderson, and we'll have Ali LaForce reporting for us. And midway through the season, here's a look at the Western Conference standings right now. You look at the Jazz, boy, it's been a rough season for them. They're at the bottom of their conference. And the starting lineup for Miami, Adebayo and Ware together inside. Then it's Davion Mitchell, then it's Norman Powell, and it's Larson in at the 2. And for Utah, we've got Keontae George. Kyle Anderson is out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then it's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Bailey in at the shooting guard position. Two teams tonight trying to elevate to mid-season form, Grant, and really start to push to control each game.
And that gets more and more difficult as fatigue mounts. The travel miles climb and games just tighten up. But you know, BA, you just got to push through all of that and keep playing your best ball.
Now here's Adebayo. Miami moving it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3, Powell. Rebounded by the Jazz. Anderson finds George. Here's Markkanen. Lets it go from deep. Powell pulls it in. A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
The head coach of the Jazz gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Coach brought up the challenges that Bam Adebayo poses on both ends. He told me offensively, Bam doesn't force much. He gets his points within the flow of the offense. He's a great finisher and facilitator. And defensively, he can guard anybody. He might be the most versatile defender in the league. Back to you, BA.
Good job there, Ali. Thanks.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, a versatile scorer and intimidating defender. Ace Bailey's confidence and length are why he went in the top 5.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, thanks. The Heat knew they needed to add more shot creation, and this summer, they went out and got just that, acquiring Norman Powell, coming off an all-star caliber season with the Clippers, and doing so without giving up much draft capital in return, or even a starter. That has to be considered a home run for the Heat.
A great addition. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Now here's Nurkic. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Pass to Larson. The 3-ball. Utah grabs the miss.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
Anderson passes to Nurkic, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Nurkic. For Miami, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Powell against Markkanen. Here's Larson. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Miami, no good that time either.
That was their 4th straight miss to start this game. Not ideal.
Pass to Anderson. Now here's George. Anderson with a screen on Mitchell. Back to Anderson. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Powell. Anderson can't get it to go.
Well, he usually brings rain from there, but not this time.
And here's Mitchell. Outside Adebayo. And the defensive versatility of Bam Adebayo is special, Tim.
Yeah, B.A., he can guard 1 through 5, and his offensive game is also versatile. Think about how far he's come since he was drafted. He is a testament to work ethic.
That one's off.
Well, Bam Adebayo is an accomplished veteran. He's a proven winner who loves to compete. He's made multiple finals appearances, and he has a gold medal in that trophy case.
He hits the second from the line.
And what makes Bam special is his versatility, offensively and defensively. He can do a lot more out there for you than most other guys.
Now here's Markkanen, an aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. Nurkic passes to Bailey, shot from 12, and he gets the jumper to drop.
And with the ability to rise up above defenders, Bailey is a problem.
Powell outside. Anderson against Adebayo. Pass to Ware. Three-pointer. Miami, no good that time either.
I mean, just a tough start, missing their first 5 shots.
Now Anderson. Anderson with a screen on Mitchell. Back to Anderson. Deflects the pass. Powell against Anderson. Powell passes to Adebayo. Lets it go from 11. And that one hits the back iron. Utah leading by 3. And here's George. Still no points. Here's Anderson. Miami grabs the miss. And this is the first season matchup for him against this Utah team.
Last year, they battled to a stalemate, winning 1 game apiece.
And when you don't play that often, it can be hard to read an opponent. Sometimes that's the great equalizer.
And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. Markkanen outside. Utah moving the ball around. Pass to Nurkic. Here's George. And George with the jam.
Yes, sir. George with the flush.
Heat trail by 5. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Where the screen. Powell for 3. Here's Larson to end the cold spell. They get the rebound. And it's Mitchell, the miss.
Yeah, if you get that close to the rim, you have to capitalize. Tough to see him come up short there.
And it's the Heat with the ball. Outside Adebayo. Where the screen. Out to the wing. Beyond the arc. And again, no good by Miami. Utah leading by 5. Markkanen misses. Here's Larson. George defending. Markkanen with it. No made baskets yet. Here's Bailey. Back to Markkanen. Pass to Anderson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
At the line for 2, Kyle Anderson.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And Anderson drops them both. Heat trail by 7. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Coming off a win against the Blazers.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them. They were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
There is nothing better than a big win on the road for team chemistry. It is something you can build on.
Taking a look at the last 10 games, here are the bigs who have been distributing the ball at a high clip. And Adebayo third.
And you have to credit the high basketball IQ of these bigs. They see the floor so well, and that's whether they're facing up or dishing out of the post.
Yeah, having a big guy who can create for others used to be a luxury, but now it's a requirement, and it makes your offense that much harder to defend.
Pass to George. Lots of room. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Jazz.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you, Brian. The Miami Heat's head coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. It's who can impose their will longer than the other team. Guys, back to you.
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Now here's Powell. What a tremendous game he played against Portland. And Kyle Anderson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Jaime Jaquez is checked in for Miami. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Larson.
Andrew Wiggins.
Here's Mitchell. He had a big outing in that Trailblazers game as well. Pass to Ware. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell.
That's got to be a relief. After 3 straight misses, he finally gets one to go.
Here's Bailey. Back to George. Now here's Markkanen. Takes the 3, buries it from 3.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Ware. Wiggins outside. Back to Ware. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by George.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Outside, Anderson. To the inside. Back to Powell. Now here's Ware. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You've got to love the effort. That's big time.
Now here's Nurkic. Still without a bucket. Counted from distance. And the Jazz lead by 11.
Well, Bailey is a shot-making machine, particularly off the catch at this stage.
Powell for 3. He buries it from 3.
He was cold, but that basket might get him going. 1 for 6 now.
Pass to Nurkic. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Lauri Markkanen.
Yeah, clearly his offensive output has been on a bit of a decline. Now, that could point to a lot of things, but mostly I think he's just putting his focus elsewhere on the floor, looking for other ways to help out his team.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Filipowski, he's checked in for Anderson, and it's Collier in for Bailey. Miami also changing it up. Jovic, he's checked in for Ware. Mann comes in for Norm Powell. And Yakichonis subbed in for Mitchell. Wiggins, no good. And so George will bring it up for Utah. They're leading by 8. A tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
Yeah, they found buckets very hard to come by, and you could tell it frustrated them to no end.
Yeah, it happens, though. The bad shooting can become contagious, and it started spiraling and couldn't get out of it.
Yep, count it. Heat trail by 10.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Wiggins outside. Pass to Yakichonis. There's a screen. Just 5 on the clock. Pure from three-point range.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Now here's Filipowski. He's scoreless. Markkanen. The rebound by Mann.
Struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
Offensive rebound. Here's Jaquez. Hits the trifecta.
And you can see Jaquez has put a lot of time in working on that catch-and-shoot game.
Well, not a whole lot of experience, but you watch Jaime Jaquez, Tim. He looks like a 10-year vet out there.
Yeah, BA, part of that is because he's a 4-year college guy, and now he's plug and play. He's got great footwork, he's tough, and he has a high IQ for the game.
Now here's Jaquez. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. Pass to Jovic. Now Wiggins. And there's the screen. For 3. Oh, my goodness! He'll go to the line with a chance at a 4-point play. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
Third team foul.
And the athletic platform for Andrew Wiggins. Tim, it is top tier.
Yeah, BA, it's rare to see him overmatched from a physical standpoint. The #1 overall pick in 2014. He's never been a consistent star, but at his best, he can play with anyone in this league.
That one drops. He ties it up.
Well, you think about Wiggins, there's been no drop-off. This is a guy who won Rookie of the Year over a decade ago, and he is still a highly productive player.
Here's Collier. Did not look good in their loss against the Spurs the other night. Smith left side. Wiggins passes to Adebayo. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
For 3, Collier. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. Tie game here in Utah. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And take a look at the Jazz performance here, guys. What do you think?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Well, it's hard to get stops in this league with so much talent offensively. I love what they are doing right now.
Collier is out there with Williams. Then there's George Niang. Then it's Kyle Filipowski. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 3. That's the group for Utah right now. Now here's Mann. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Wiggins with a screen on Williams. Outside Adebayo. Just 5 to shoot. Wiggins from long range. The Heat rebound. And there's a pick. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Jaquez. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Mann misses. And for Utah. They're shooting 35% so far in this one. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Here's Niang. Three-pointer, no good. Well, Miami shooting a poor 25% for this game so far. Man, the pass to Jovic. Back to Man. Down low. Here's Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
And that one's on the defense right there. If you let Adebayo get this close, he will punch it on you.
Pass to Sensabaugh. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, BA, it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
And he drops the first. Hendricks is checked in for Williams. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And that's about what we expect. He's been excellent from the line tonight.
Pass to Jovic. Wiggins outside. There's a screen to the middle. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, and you've seen Wiggins improve as a passer as he's added experience to his game.
Here's Collier. He's guarded by Man. Here's Sensabaugh. Pulls up at the elbow. And George Niang gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. A different look for Utah. Anderson's checked in for Niang. Markkanen comes in for Hendricks. And Bailey subbed in for Sensabaugh. Markkanen against Jaquez. Wiggins outside. Utah grabs the miss. Outside, Anderson. To the left wing. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Bailey, hounded by Wiggins. Bailey's shot is off. The Heat have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Jovic passes to Man. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Man's got his first points of the game.
Well, that's not great shot selection right there, but you'll take anything that goes in.
Pass to Collier. And here's Anderson. There's a screen. Filipowski in the high post. Over Adebayo. The shot by Filipowski, no good. Miami leading by 4. Outside Man. Wiggins outside. Adebayo sets a screen. Fires high post. Wiggins no good.
He is just ice cold. Luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Pass to Collier. Here's Bailey. Markkanen outside. Utah moving the ball around. To end the drought. The rebound by Wiggins. The Heat have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. And that one's good. Man's got his second basket on the night.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, he took that up with great confidence. Tremendous finish.
Here's Bailey. He has 7. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Collier. He's guarded by Man. The Jazz again can't hit. Miami leading by 6. Now here's Adebayo. Adebayo, a screen on Markkanen. A shot from the high post. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Jaquez has got 5 now.
After a cold first quarter, they brought up their field goal percentage, trying to build out this lead now.
And now the first timeout called here for Utah. Making a switch here. Nurkic is checked in. So Miami going with almost an entirely new group here. Ware's checked in for Jovic. Powell comes in for Jaquez. Larson's checked in for Wiggins. And Mitchell subbed in for Mann. Here's Collier. No points so far. To the paint. Bailey, the pass to Nurkic. Ware brings a double. For 3, Collier. It's hauled in by the Heat. Now Powell. His numbers are solid, putting up around 18 points a game. Adebayo, a screen on Markkanen. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
And Adebayo is hard to knock off course because of that upper body strength.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
All right, Tim, back in 1996, you led the league in three-point percentage. You shot 52% on 3 attempts per game. Talk about the hot hand.
Well, BA, it shows you how much the game has changed. I had a green light, but it was a different shade of green. I still only took 3 per game. Now you have multiple guys every night that will take 3 in the first quarter.
That green light's now neon green for many.
No doubt.
So it's Miami now, following the 3 by Utah. It's stolen by Nurkic. In transition, here come the Jazz. Bumped on the way up, but hits it. They call the blocking foul.
And just muscling it in, George, very aggressive.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Defensive foul, Davion Mitchell. First personal foul.
1 shot.
Second team foul. At the line for your Jazz, Deontay George. Shooting 1.
And the free throw, no good.
And there's no question George can fill it up. For him, it's about focusing on shooting good percentages.
And Adebayo slams it in.
Seeing that play develop ahead of time, hits his man in stride.
Outside, Anderson. Pass to Bailey. Anderson with a screen. 5 to shoot. George passes to Bailey. Markkanen for 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Ware's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, unfortunately, his poor shooting is not helping their case here.
Knocks down the triple. And now an 11-point Heat lead.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, they have just found the better looks, and they are capitalizing.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Bam Adebayo is big time. Coach Eric Spoelstra said, quote, "The way he's worked over the years to add to his game has been incredible. He's one of the best passers on the team, and he's not afraid to take the shot in a big moment. He cares deeply about improving, and you see it in the results of his work." Back to you, Brian.
High praise. Allie, thank you. Here's Mitchell, following the bucket by Utah. Miami moving it around. Adebayo, a screen on Nurkic. From deep, Mitchell. Rebounded by Nurkic.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And here's George. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Markkanen. And here's Nurkic. Ware covers. And Nurkic throws it down.
Oh, too easy for Nurkic. A big man who goes up strong. Have to meet him at the rim and counter his aggression.
Now here's Ware. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And then you look at what he did defensively. 4 blocks on the night, and he changed a number of others.
Timeout called, the Jazz. For Adebayo. And now a peek at some of the players competing for a spot in the dunk contest. All of them true dunk artists who can do some spectacular things in the air.
And I can't wait to see what these guys have dreamed up this year. The level of athleticism and creativity that goes into this contest is what makes it so incredible to watch.
And I could see him moving even higher up in the ranks. He's certainly a talented guy up in the air.
He is for sure, but this list is just packed with real aerial artists. This dunk contest is really going to be something special.
And there you have it. This year's dunk contest field looks incredible. We'll keep you up to date in the voting.
That is always a highlight of All-Star Weekend. Watching guys just fly through the air. And I enjoy watching all of the guys on that list slam it home.
That free throw, no good. All right, Legs, when it comes to rim protection, other than Victor Wembanyama, who's at the top of your list?
Well, certainly his fellow countryman Rudy Gobert would be up there, but I also like guys like Jaren Jackson Jr. and Evan Mobley because I like guys who combine shot blocking with mobility on the perimeter.
Such an influx of great talent with size in the NBA right now.
Great list of young guys who can do both.
Now here's Mitchell. No points yet, and again, no good by Miami. Anderson with it. It's Markkanen on the wing. No good with the triple. Mitchell with the ball. Nurkic picks him up. For three, Powell. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Anderson against Jaquez. Anderson passes to George. Shoots over Powell. George's shot is off. Heat leading by 6. Pass to Ware. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss. The Jazz shooting around 29% in quarter number 2. Anderson passes to George. Here's Nurkic. Now here's Anderson. Powell covers. And there's Anderson. That one's good. On the assist by Bailey. Anderson's got 5 points.
Wow, what a smart play. He recognizes the smaller defender on him and takes it right to the rim.
Anderson against Jaquez. Here's Mitchell. Nurkic with some nice D.
You have to love his confidence, but you also need to read the situation.
Got a hand on it. Here's Larson. George defending.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Miami shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
Shooting for Miami. Larson at the line for 2.
And he makes a first. The Heat making a switch here. Wiggins is checked in. And he makes both free throws.
They've been knocked down from the line this quarter, trying to build out their lead.
Pass to Anderson. Oh, rejected by Wiggins.
Well, Wiggins is a terrific defender, and he is so good at understanding when to go after a block.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. And here's Markkanen. Inside, here's Nurkic. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And we've reached halftime in this one. It's the Heat, up 8. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Coach Spoelstra. Coach, where's your team getting its confidence and energy from in that first half?
Yeah, we're getting a lot of it off our defensive stops, and then once we got into a rhythm, then started to, just make some tough ones, which, sometimes happens when you see the ball go in.
Defense set the tone, though. Thanks, Coach.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Hello, folks. The first half is in the books, and we've got a lead on the scoreboard for the Miami Heat.
So they've got some firepower coming off that bench, man. And not just complimentary scorers. We're talking about primary options.
Which makes this club really difficult to defend for an entire game because they always have fresh people coming in. And the next topic to touch on, a look at which players might be appearing in the upcoming dunk contest.
The NBA has a lot of great athletes, but if you look up and down this list, you see some of the most athletic guys in the world at any sport.
Yeah, there's a beauty to just watching these guys fly. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. How about Bam Adebayo? What an impact he's making.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
And let's take a look at Miami. Adebayo and Ware together inside. Then there's Powell, then there's Mitchell, and it's Larson in at shooting guard. And these will be his second and third shots at the line here.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
It's stolen by Nurkic. George outside. Markkanen finds George. Back to Markkanen. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Anderson. From the arc. Rebound Miami. They've led by as many as 11. That'll put the finishing touches on a 5-game road trip. Now Mitchell. Anderson covers. Miami moving it around. Adebayo a screen on Markkanen. Here's Ware. To the right side. Here's Adebayo. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Now here's Anderson. Tight defense on him. George passes to Bailey. Anderson inside. Ware covers. Anderson can't get it to go. Heat leading by 7. To the inside. Powell's shot is off. Well, the Jazz shooting only 31% of the game. From outside the arc. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
These are his first free throws of the game.
He did a lot of damage at the free throw line in their last game.
3 shots.
And he's good on the first of 3. Good on the second one. And he makes all 3. Jazz trail by 10. It's Markkanen on the wing. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got his 4th assist with that last one. Powell outside. Pass to Adebayo. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? You take a look at Miami, sitting in 7th place right now. They'd like to climb up the standings.
Well, I think for Miami, they've had some terrific moments this season. But where's the big leap upward that we've been waiting for?
Yeah, they're right where we thought they would be, and that's okay. Improvement rarely happens overnight.
Timeout called, the Jazz. rookies that are red hot, the leaders in scoring over the previous 10 games. Fifth is Ace Bailey.
He's giving them something most teams don't have, a first-year player who can carry his weight offensively.
It's Anderson on the wing. George against Mitchell. Here's Bailey. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now just a 5-point Heat lead.
And even if he doesn't have the wider frame some guys do, Bailey's not going to let contact keep him from finishing.
They set the screen. Here's Larson. 5 points in the game. Pass to Adebayo. 6 to shoot. Here's Powell. Miami, no good that time either.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him. This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
And again, no good by Miami.
Oh man, what happened at halftime? Since then, they're 0 for 4.
George scanning the floor. Pass to Bailey. Back to George. Lets the three fly. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. And it's Ware missing.
Scoreless in their first 5 attempts since halftime. It's getting ugly.
Markkanen outside. Pass to Bailey. From 12 feet. The Jazz again can't hit. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Miami. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. The kick out to Adebayo. Miami moving it around. Here's Larson. Outside Adebayo. Powell outside to snap the cold streak. Not going to go that time. Some solid defense from Markkanen. George, right side. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Bailey. Powell covers. Bailey, the pass to George. Can't get it to drop. Miami leading by 5. Now here's Mitchell. Yet to see a basket. Now here's Adebayo. Bam, going to work inside.
Well, certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
The Jazz have gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. Here's Nurkic. Shot blocked. And here they come. Pass to Powell. And stolen by Markkanen. Here's Bailey. And here's Nurkic. Markkanen outside. Fires the 3. Rebound Miami. Adebayo's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Well, Lauri Markkanen comes from a family full of athletes, Grant.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. Lauri's mom and dad were both pro basketball players, and so was one of his brothers. And his other brother is a professional soccer player, so it definitely runs in the family.
Now here's Nurkic. George for 3. Al pulls it in.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Outside Adebayo. Pass to Ware. Powell outside. Here's Larson. Nails it from 3. Larson's got 8.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over. checked in for Utah.
All right, fans, that was your Utah squad. Make some noise.
Jazz trail by 10. George outside. Pass to Bailey. Now here's George. To the middle. Here's Bailey. Powell covers. 5 on the clock. Here's George. Not enough on that one as it misses.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Now Adebayo. Anderson covers. That one goes. Count it. And 12 points for Bam Adebayo.
Well, this has been a huge scoring night for Adebayo, and when you consider the elite defense he brings every night, points are a bonus.
Here's Bailey. He's got 9. And miss after miss right now.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Mitchell, the pass to Adebayo. No luck on that one. Nice D from Anderson. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Down low. Nurkic inside. Working on Ware. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Khalil Ware.
Yeah, someone who has battled injuries. Great to see Yusuf Nurkic out there tonight.
That's good from Nurkic. So Miami going with an almost entire new group here. Jovic, he's checked in for Ware. Jaquez comes in for Adebayo. Man, he's checked in for Mitchell. And it's Wiggins in for Larson. That one misses. And finished off by Anderson.
I think he caught the defense napping. Those plays can be soul-crushing.
It's Powell on the wing. George defending. Novic's shot is off.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Bailey. George outside. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Yep, that one's good. Nurkic has got 5 now.
Yeah, in the paint, Nurkic can be a monster. He's got all the physical gifts he needs to dominate.
Outside Jaquez. Back to Powell. Oh, deflected. Oh, George with a steal. Pass to Anderson. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got his 5th assist in this one.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Here's Wiggins. Here's the pick. Outside man. Just 4 to shoot. No good again that time. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. Utah moving the ball around. Pass to Bailey. And here's Anderson. Powell covers. Anderson against Powell to the middle. Rebounded by Jovic. Jovic has got 5 rebounds tonight. George over to help. Powell for 3. Utah with the rebound.
But he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
And that one drops.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Miami leading by 3. Now Powell. 6 points for him. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. This will be his 2nd trip to the free throw line in this one. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
call for the Heat. Okay, fans, put your hands together for your Utah Jazz.
Group substitution here for Utah. Filipowski, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Niang comes in for Anderson. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Bailey. And Sensabaugh subbed in for George. Yakachonis is checked in for Miami.
One shot.
And Wiggins no good on that one. Jazz trail by 5. Pass to Sensabaugh. Niang outside. The steal. Fast break. Here come the Heat. From about 16. Here's Jovic. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Kyle Filipowski. He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he drops a first. Well, Tim, he possesses that classic European combination of size and skill. The 6'10 Serbian, Nikola Jovic.
Yeah, the finesse game is there. Vision, shooting touch. But, Brian, he just needs a bit more physicality to really round out as a player.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Jazz trail by 6. There's 47 seconds left to play in the third. Niang outside. Here's Collier. Still no points. The shot misses.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Team foul. Shooting for Miami, Jimmy Hopkins. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
Yeah, and Hopkins Jr. has made a name for himself because of his effort level. He seems to play hard on every trip up the floor.
Johnson, he's checked in for Miami. And Jaquez drops them both. Jazz trail by 8. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Collier. Looking at his numbers, putting up 8 points a game. Niang outside. Takes a 3. He can't hit that time. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Heat. They're up by 8. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. spend a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Kyle Filipowski is out there with George Nie. Then there's Collier. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 2. That's the group for Utah right now.
Yeah, that's nice work right there. He sets the screen, and then Adebayo just finds that open space to be effective with the ball.
Here's Sensabaugh. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Heat leading by 10. To the inside. Unloads. Oh, Wiggins punishing him inside.
Well, I love when Wiggins finds a way to get into the paint and doesn't settle for that jump shot. Finding a way to get close to the rim.
Pass to Markkanen. Floats one. Rebound Miami.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Sensabaugh. First personal foul. First team foul.
And here are the Heat now. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Jaquez, the pass to Jovic. And here's Adebayo. And stolen by Markkanen.
Not a smart pass, and he knows it. Got to disguise your intentions better than that.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
He's just trying to do too much. He's become sloppy with the basketball after a pretty clean first half.
Miami leading by 12. Here's Wiggins. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Over to the wing. Tipped. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Adebayo, no good. When you look at all the turnovers, boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Man, the pass to Wiggins. Inside. Here's Adebayo. Oh, Adebayo throwing it down.
That came out of nowhere. Adebayo with the highlight reel dunk.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. Jazz trail by 14. Here's Collier. Pass to Sensabaugh. To win the drought. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
And that one's good. Jovic.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Well, the Jazz shooting an unimpressive 30% in this game so far. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Here's Sensabaugh, pounded by Wiggins. Pass to Collier. Clock at 2. Yep, that one goes.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. checked in for Niang. And Miami also making a switch. Powell's checked in. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra said to the team. He encouraged them to keep on the pressure, saying, you guys are forcing a lot of turnovers, and it's because you're communicating and working together as a unit. Keep it up. Defense is clearly a priority.
Allie, thank you. On the wing man. Pass to Adebayo. Nurkic with some nice D. Jazz trail by 14. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And last season, the Jazz with the worst record in franchise history, man.
Yeah, losing with a plan, though. Utah, such a smart organization. If you're going to tear it down to the studs, do it in a good draft year.
That's good for Markkanen.
And when Markkanen is used correctly, he can be an important contributor. A big man who can really shoot, which is valuable in today's game.
That one's no good. And with this Heat team resetting towards youth, some encouraging signs, Grant.
Yeah, Tyler Hero becoming an all-star. Their top pick, Kel'el Ware, stepped in as a starter and produced. They'll need continued growth to get back to the top of the East.
19-footer. And it's Miami with a rebound. Adebayo's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Powell passes to Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
And just an effective offensive talent. Adebayo plays so hard, and that's really what drives his game.
Here's Collier. Pass to Sensabaugh. Just 5 on the clock. For 3, Collier. Adebayo grabs the board.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
Wiggins passes to Powell. Adebayo a screen on Markkanen. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Oh, that is a smart move there by Bam. It's so hard for defenders not to bite on that shot fake.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. A different look here for Utah. Anderson's checked in for Filipowski. Bailey comes in for Sensabaugh. And it's Keontae George in for Collier. Ware's checked in for Miami. Mitchell comes in for Mann. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. All right, Tim, you've covered the NBA for a long time now. What's one thing you wish you could change about how we cover the game?
Well, I think there's a temptation to boil it down to hot takes, and I'd much rather see us cover the appreciation that we all have for the nuances of the actual basketball.
The game has never been more skilled than it is right now.
Totally agree.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Heat?
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
Shooting 2.
And we should also mention their work on the perimeter. They have found quality looks from deep, and they have knocked them down.
That free throw is good for Mitchell. So he makes both from the line. And here's George. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Pass to Markkanen. Here's Nurkic. Ware covers. Clock is at 3. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Mitchell, the pass to Wiggins. Over Markkanen. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
Well, with his ability to get to the rim, the defense sometimes overreacts to that, and Wiggins able to draw the contact inside.
No good on that one. And the second free throw is good. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for Utah. 19-point game. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
And what I love about his performance tonight, he started slow, but he refocused at halftime, and he has really picked it up.
Now here's Adebayo. Mitchell finds Wiggins. Mitchell, a screen on Markkanen. Wiggins from long range. Rebounded by Bailey. Bailey's got 4 rebounds now.
Well, fortunately, as he searches for his scoring rhythm, they still have the lead for now.
And a look now at the Utah Jazz's upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Jimmy Butler and the Golden State Warriors.
And looking at the Toronto matchup, they'll need to be pretty much perfect for that one. Anything less than that means they're in for a tough evening.
First free throw is good. Larson's checked in for Miami. Both shots good from the stripe.
And after not a single trip to the line in the first half, he's starting to get the whistle now.
And he's going for the oop here. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Bailey. To the middle. Here's Nurkic. And Nurkic throws it down. That gives him a double-double in this one.
Good looks from Bailey. You'd like to see him dish it a little more at this level than he did in college.
Mitchell, the pass to Adebayo. Now here's Powell. Pass to Ware. Here's Mitchell. Rebounded by Nurkic. Jazz trail by 15. Inside. Poke loose. Here's Larson. Three-pointer. Offensive board. Outside Mitchell. Sinks the tray.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let him get that good of a look.
One more miscommunication at the defensive end. Just brutal. It can't happen.
Now here's George. Down low. Markkanen from long range. And it's Miami with a rebound. Powell right side. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Larson. Here's the three. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got 4 assists in the game.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Now here's George. And we've heard some coaches complain about short turnarounds on back-to-back legs. Would you like to see more done there?
Well, for those late starts when you arrive at the hotel at 2 or 3 in the morning and you've got to play the next night, those are certainly rough. But I feel like the league has done all they can, eliminating back-to-backs as much as they can. And certainly there's an emphasis on recovery and rest at all costs.
Jazz trail by 19. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Markkanen outside. Over Adebayo. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And the defense really crowds Markkanen inside, so he smartly makes sure he draws the foul.
That's good for Markkanen. Markkanen hits them both. Heat leading by 17. Powell outside. Now Adebayo. It's tipped. Bailey. Quick 2. Oh, net.
Yeah, attacking in the lane. I like that. Bailey not just hanging out on the perimeter.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Larson. Adebayo outside. 6 on the shot clock. And that'll be Miami's ball as it goes out of bounds. Heat able to keep the possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
He is just trying to make an impact by disrupting their rhythm.
Now here's Powell. The 17-footer. The jumper is good.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
And this is where you really want to be mindful. No turnovers, no sloppy play.
Here's George. Well, Tim, with the new CBA, we're likely to see a lot more multi-team trades just to make the money work.
Yeah, B.A., it's more complicated than ever to trade guys straight up. So now teams have to find ways to make moves that involve bringing in an extra team to absorb salaries.
Those puzzle pieces just got a lot more complicated.
So hard to figure it out.
So it's Miami now. After the basket by Utah. Adebayo! Nurkic with a rebound. And so George will bring it up for the Jazz.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Heat.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And this will go down as win number 25 for them this year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And no question this was a team effort, but you have to love how big a night this was for Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, he was just laser focused in that game. It got to the point where you just knew if he shot it, it was going in.
So it's the Heat winning this one easily. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Bam Adebayo.
stressing on the low. I put my heart